guys don't know how many times I tried to record this. Like, I don't understand. Like, I know I have enough storage on my phone. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope that you guys had a good night. I had a good night, so I have no complaints. So I've recorded this so many times. It's ridiculous. Like, I even stopped walking because I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna think about it. I hope that you guys had a good night though, and I just wanted to come say hi. I was thinking, like, hey, so I wake up in the middle of the night around the same time. It's like around 3 in the morning. I'll wake up, right? And I remember I used to do that when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, something weird would be happening around that time, you know? I remember, like I would just be laying in my bed, right, when I was younger, and weird things would start happening, like, around me, you know, on my bed. But I'd be so scared, like, I didn't even want to move or scream. Like, that's how scared I would be. And it happened every night. It seemed like every freaking night. Sorry about that. But anyway, it would happen to me every night, right? And the only time I would scream is because it would be happening, right? And then I'll be like shaking and sweats, and then my nose would start bleeding every time. And so my nose would start bleeding, and my nose would bleed. Like, it was ridiculous how much my nose would bleed. Like, it's unreal how much blood would come out of my nose. And I was that young, you know. And that's when I started screaming. And then, you know, my mom would come and help me get tissue and stuff. Like, my bed was always drenched with blood because my nose would bleed every freaking night, and that would happen to me every night, right? So I didn't like to go to sleep, and so I would suck my thumb at the time because I love sucking my thumb. So, and it helped me stay calm, you know, and it helped me sleep. So my thumb was like my best friend back then, like when I couldn't sleep. So literally it was my best friend, and I would suck it every day. And like, no matter what they would do, like, they would try to put hot sauce on my thumb, pepper, everything. None of it ever worked out at all. And I never thought I would ever stop, right? So one day I made a promise to myself, because I was getting a little bit too old to be sucking it, you know, and I knew I had to stop. Like, I was in grade school still sucking my thumb, but I would wait until after school and then suck it. I wouldn't do it at school. But when I stopped, I remember I was in bed one night, and I made a promise to myself. I was like, I have to stop. I'm getting too old for this. I don't want to be sucking my thumb forever. So I remember I put my hand under my pillow, and I still remember this day because it's like me breaking up with my best friend. So I still remember it. And I put my hand under my pillow, and I never sucked it again. And it's funny because no matter what they would do, I would never stop. But it was up to me to stop, you know. So that's how I stopped. I was obsessed with my thumb. Like, I can't believe I stopped. Like, that's how much I used to suck my thumb. It's crazy. And it's weird because none of my kids suck their thumb. It's weird. But yeah, that was like my go-to whenever I couldn't sleep. Or, yeah, pretty much the main time I would suck it was at night. So yeah. And it's weird, like, my son, I think he probably dealt with the same thing, because he I will literally go to sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night, because I still wake up around the same time, but I just don't experience what I used to, you know. But he'd wake up around that time, and I'll wake up and he'd be up, and I'm like, dude, you have school tomorrow, what are you doing? He'd be like, he'll tell me his story, you know, like, I can't sleep, it's happening, you know. And there's nothing I could do to make him go to sleep. Like, he would literally be tired at school because he was afraid to go to sleep. So the only thing that really helped was, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's like this, it's just music pretty much. So it's like beats or certain type of music I play at night for him, so that way he can go to sleep. Like, even sometimes, like, listening to, like, the sound of rain, or waves or whatever, or just tunes. And sometimes it's just tunes, like soft music, calming music, and it calms his brain and stuff, and it helps him fall asleep, you know. And that's the only thing that would help. And he'd be knocked out now, so it got to the point to where he knew that he'll just put it on himself. And I'll wake up and I just hear music and they all passed out, you know. So if anybody that's what helped my kids. So if anybody have kids out there that have issues with sleeping and stuff, you know, that could help. I wish I had that when I was a kid, because instead of sucking my thumb forever. But back then the internet wasn't that big, you know. So my thumb was my go-to. So. I forget the name. Okay, so there's this YouTube channel my kids watch too, and I forget the name of it, but I'll look it up. It's like this animated character, like this little girl. She's like sitting at her desk and she's like writing in her journal, and there's like beats playing in the background, and like my kids literally listen to Vibes Out to that too, and I think that calms them too. Like my daughter would be like, I need time alone, I need my me time, and so she'll put it on and she'll start drawing, you know, because she draws a lot, and so she just vibes out to it. But I think that's a good idea. It helps my kids, so I'm sure it helps somebody's kid out there that probably dealt with the same issue. I wish I had that when I was younger, you know. So I'm stuck in my thumb forever. That's ridiculous. I really never thought I would quit, but I'm glad I did. And it's literally like me breaking up with my best friend. That's how I felt. And yeah. It's kind of embarrassing for me to talk about it right now, because I can't believe how obsessed I was with my thumb. Like, I still remember when I stopped. That's how like dear it was to my heart. But yeah, my kids, they listen to that stuff, so that way they can calm down and go to sleep too. So that might help somebody. I know it helps my kids, so yeah. Sorry, I was walking earlier, but I had to stop because my phone kept acting up, so I recorded this video so many times. So ridiculous. I'm done after this. I have stuff to do. I just wanted to come say hi to you guys and talk for a second, and yeah, I'm gonna go bang out the rest of this day and do what I gotta do. Finally. But I think that's all I have. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.